Hey guys, so I wanted to record this video and talk a little bit about the healthy habit challenges that I have started doing in my Facebook group. Basically, each week we are focusing in on a certain area of health and focusing in on either drinking more water or exercising or eating cleaner, reducing sugar, all of those types of things, mindful eating. And each week I am selecting one area that we are going to focus in on. So next week, if you're watching this video as it's posted, we are going to be focusing in on movement and exercise. It is a 7-day challenge. You can do this anytime if you're watching this video after that. You can also pick a different healthy habit that you want to work on while we're working on movement and exercise if that's not one that you are really focused on. The process is really the same, and you can apply it, like I said, in any area. So it starts off with really getting clear on what you want to do. What is your goal? What is your end goal for this? And this can be applied to a big overarching goal, such as weight loss or eating healthier, or you can break it down by little actions, which are the healthy habits that eventually become your routines that get you to your overall goal, which is kind of what we're doing, just because it's a little bit simpler for weekly challenges in a group. That's where you have to start, is what do you want to accomplish? What do you want to achieve? And I encourage that to be very, very specific. So I want to work out 5 days a week. I want to move 15 minutes a day, whatever it may be for you. The two main options that I give for the challenge is, one, that you follow the plan that I am putting in the group, which is 5 days of exercise, about 30 to 35 minutes, and then 2 days of active rest. And I will be posting that entire plan that I do in the group, along with tips and tricks and all sorts of things that go along with that, how I stay consistent with it. That will all be in my Feel Good Fit Life group. If you are not watching this video in that group, you can get to it at the link in my bio at the top of my page. I think it's that way. So that is one option, is follow the plan that I'm posting in the group. The second option would be to create your own plan. So you can either take pieces of mine, you can add in workouts that you specifically want to do. If you're going to a gym right now, decide workouts that you want to do for a specific time frame when you're at the gym. But I do encourage, it's very, very clear, write it out, type it up. What is it that you want to accomplish during the 7 days? The second piece is you have to know why you're doing it. Our reason is really what drives us when we don't feel like getting up in the morning, when we don't feel like going to the gym, when Netflix and our couch is looking amazing and we just don't want to go and do what we committed to doing. Our why is what's going to push us forward. And many times we think it's something like, I should exercise, I should want to be healthier, someone else wants me to do it, my doctor told me I should do it. And that is not what is going to push you past those obstacles that you're going to come up against, the challenges we all come up against. When life gets crazy and you're tired and you're stressed and the last thing you feel like doing is going to the gym, those reasons are likely not going to push you forward. So you really have to figure out, you have to really ask yourself, sometimes we say as many as 10 times. You have to really drill down, what is your real reason for wanting to do this? Whether it's exercise, whether it's, healthier eating, whatever it may be, you really have to get deep to, why do I want it? There's two ways that I recommend doing that if you don't really know exactly what your why is. Start off with surface level reason, whatever comes to mind, and dig down 10 times. Why 10 times? Literally keep asking yourself, but why? But why? Why do I want my clothes to fit better? Well, really, what is the core reason? Why do I want that? And do it 10 times. The other is to literally write out 20 reasons on a sheet of paper. Why do I want to do this? And you don't have to do this for every single habit, but I would encourage that you definitely give it a strong consideration. Why do you care to follow through with this for 7 days? Because I promise you, every single excuse, reason is going to come up why you should not do it. So you have to have a strong why to push you forward. It has to bring up a feeling in you that fuels action. So that is really what we're looking for here. The next piece of it is to fully decide that you are going forward with it. You have to actually make that decision. I am going to commit to this. I can tell you guys a million times over some of the things that I was like 50% in on, and you get a 50% result. So you really have to make a full decision, commit to doing it for whatever period of time, commit to the plan that you are creating or adopting from me or wherever you get it. And then also be willing to honor those commitments to yourself, just like you would to anyone else. Think about a commitment to, someone you love, someone you would never bail on. You want to be as committed to yourself as you are to those other people or other obligations that you have in your life. So the next piece of it is coming up with your plan. When are you actually going to fit in your pieces from number one, the what, the specifics, into your daily schedule? If you use a calendar in your phone, put it into your calendar. Make those appointments, make those commitments to yourself. Write it out on a sheet of paper. I literally have a whiteboard, probably gonna knock things all over the place, on my desk. Sometimes I put like things that I'm working on every week on there, and then I see it every single day when I walk past my desk. My office is my bedroom, which is where I'm doing this, and I walk past it every single day, several times a day. So I have to look at it. I know what I have going on. I also put things into my calendar, but make sure you schedule it out, you plan it. What are the little pieces you're going to have to work around each thing? Make sure you get those in there too. And then the second piece of it, 50% of the effort comes in here, is when it comes to Monday morning at 8 o'clock or 5 o'clock, whatever it is, the day that you're supposed to do that activity. Your brain is going to give you every single reason in the entire world not to do it. You're tired, you don't have to do this, you're perfect the way you are, which you are, but you get what I'm saying. It's going to give you every single excuse why you shouldn't do it, why you should go back to bed, why you should go back to doing exactly what you were doing, which is not this. And we have to just accept and acknowledge that that is what our brain is always going to do, because it wants us to stay in the place that we are exactly in. It's really, really good at being efficient, running on autopilot, and we are breaking out of that right now by trying to develop these new habits and routines. So we have to know that that's going to come, and we have to honor our commitments and carry through with what we plan on regardless. Brooke Castillo, who I follow, and she owns the Life Coach School, I talk about her a lot. If you've listened to what some of my other videos and things, she says you take those thoughts, you take those feelings, and you just tuck them under your arm and you go on with your business, with whatever it is that you had in your calendar. You honor it no matter what, more often than not. Because when we commit to these, or don't commit to it, because when we commit to these things and don't follow through with them, we are teaching ourselves that we can't trust ourselves, which is like the worst thing you can absolutely do. So that is just as important as making the plan. You can buy all the workout plans, you can buy all the nutrition plans, but if you don't actually follow through with them, we're not going to be successful overall, which is where many of us fail. I use that term very loosely because it can also, it doesn't mean anything bad. It just means it's a learning experience that we have to figure out what happened there and how can we modify and do better, which really is the next piece of this. So you make that plan, you put in what workouts you're going to do, and then the next piece of it is, when things don't go exactly as planned, to use it as a learning experience and not to beat yourself up and not to think that you can't make it, that it's not going to work for you. You have to really evaluate what happened here, how can I do better next time? And then you're just continuously adapting and modifying and tweaking and evolving to the next level or adding more in. But that's really a super condensed down version of the overall process. You can apply it to the little habits that you're developing. If you're doing these challenges, you can apply it to your overall goal. It's really the process that I like to work with people on, depending on where you're at. We will start at different places, but it's what's been super, super helpful for me. So I like to share it with you guys in the group, and if you're doing challenges or working on implementing anything. So if you have questions, definitely let me know. The challenge coming up, if you're watching this when it's posted, is movement exercise. I'm going to be posting all the details in the group. It's called Feel Good Fit Life. Again, if you go to my Elena Nicole Health page anywhere, you can access it. On Facebook, it's the group right at the top, or if you go to my Instagram bio, it is in the link in my bio, and you can just click go to Facebook group. So I hope you guys will join me. Definitely shoot any questions you have over my way. I am planning to pop into the group periodically to do answer Q&A, even possibly do some live coaching if I can figure out how that works on Facebook. But again, I hope you guys will join me, and I look forward to talking